Let me ask you guys a very important question. Maybe some of you can answer it in the comment section below. But why is it that Anthony Albanese is allowing in known terrorists into Australia? Why is he making Australia very unsafe for its citizens? Why is Anthony Albanese not doing anything about the known terrorists that actually marched on Sydney Harbour Bridge, the very bridge that people across the world recognize as that's Australia? That's Australia because of Sydney Harbour Bridge, a very iconic bridge. Why did he allow known terrorists to march across that bridge and wave a terrorist flag? Why did he not do anything about it? Why are the police not doing anything about it? It raises so many questions, doesn't it? The ABC has confirmed that the guy waving the ISIS flag in this photo on Sydney Harbour Bridge, ladies and gentlemen, they are waving a terrorist flag on Sydney Harbour Bridge during the protest that happened a couple of weeks ago. The pro-Palestinian march that every single person in the media said was peaceful. Yet they are waving a terrorist flag and nothing is done about it. This photo from the rally was in fact a convicted terrorist youth recruiter named Yusuf Wynat. So the Sydney Harbour Bridge Gaza rally included actual terrorist recruiters. So much for being peaceful, huh? And I ask again, why did Anthony Albanese allow so many of these people into this country? What's his plan? What's his purpose? Sydney Islamic preacher Wasim Haddad is working with convicted terrorists to radicalize young Australians. His Bankstown Prayer Centre has been a breeding ground for extremists, including Yusuf Wynat, a 27-year-old terrorist recruiter jailed for grooming teenagers to launch attacks in the past. He was jailed for 4 years, and he was spotted on the Sydney Harbour Bridge protest flying a terrorist flag. Source: a government-funded news outlet. So let me get this straight. Our government lets in these people, and then the government-funded news agency, ABC in Australia, decides to report on it. And yet nothing's done about it. Make it make sense, someone. Evidently, I am outraged. I am disgusted. Here is Wissam Yusuf Wynat, released from prison in 2023 after serving nearly 4 years in prison for radicalizing young people to join a terrorist organization. And he was spotted, among many others, I might add, on Sydney Harbour Bridge during the protests. And nothing is done about it. And yet they want to call Australians waving the Australian flag racists, and we're apparently the actual terrorists for wanting to defend this great land, Australia. We've let the fox into the hen house, and they're having a field day. And guess what? Our leaders have gone, we don't care. Let them in. Come on in. Yesterday, I made a video about how Tony Burke and Anthony Albanese let in a known Hamas hate preacher, praised Hamas attacks on October 7th. He's granted a visa, but no, Anthony Albanese and Tony Burke, they want to cancel the visas of a politician, Israeli politician. Oh, the media will call him far right. No, really, he's just an Israeli politician with his head screwed on straight. But no, we're going to cancel those visas for actual diplomatic, peaceful people, but we'll allow in a known terrorist supporter. Again, I'll ask, make it make sense. Why is this going on? The Sydney Harbour Bridge protest, while they called it peaceful, was anything but. It was a massive statement. It sent it around the world that Australia has been conquered by terrorists. It was abundantly clear this whole pro-Palestinian movement is actually a pro-terror movement bent out, disguised as a humanitarian aid movement. We just really want to free the Palestinian people in Gaza. That's all we're about. Yeah, sure, while holding up a known terrorist photo and flag. Then chanting, free, free Palestine from the river to the sea. It will be free. These chants mean something. August 31st, there's a protest going on, as you guys are more than likely aware, all across Australia. And look, I don't accept or condone extremism on any side, and I don't want there to be any extremists there. But the thing is, the likelihood of extremists showing up is very, very clear. Now, good thing that the police here in Queensland decided to block a pro-Palestinian march. They're probably still going to try and march anyway, and I hope the police shut them the hell down. These people are crazy. They are unhinged, and they think they're doing the right thing. Sure, you're not doing anything and you're not solving any problems in Gaza, that is. If you haven't already seen the news, Israel has called in 60,000 reservists to take over Gaza City. You guys, all you're going to do is protest and kick up a stink. And what's that going to do? Is that going to solve Israel going in? No. What's it going to do? Anthony Albanese, the coward that he is and the spineless leader that he actually is going to cause more tensions between our actual real ally, Israel, and side with Hamas. Make it make sense. Netanyahu yesterday on Sky News said that Anthony Albanese's reputation will be forever tarnished by his decision to support a known terrorist organization over our actual ally, Israel. So, yeah, I'm angry. I'm fed up. Because this kind of stuff should not be allowed in this country. Have we not learned our lesson? No, I don't think we have. I don't think people really understand the value of history. And even Netanyahu pointed it out. Okay, I know people aren't necessarily a huge fan of Netanyahu, but the guy made a point. Israel is fighting on not just itself's behalf, but the behalf of so many countries, not just in the West. I know we're in the East, but on Australia's behalf too. But what does Australia do? What do our weak, spineless leaders do? They let in the terrorists because they will go, oh, we're peaceful people. Really? Have you read the Quran? I'm not saying that all Muslims are not peaceful, but guess what? The Quran is dangerous. Islam itself is a hate death cult. And loads of people that are marching on that bridge hate Israel. They hate our number one ally. And when push comes to shove, they couldn't care less about us or Australia. They burnt the Australian flag. They were saying, we need to demolish Australia. And yet they want to say, because we're waving the Australian flag, that we're the problem. And you got dingbats like Abby Chatfield and all these young, brainless dingwits out there saying, oh, racist, racist. You know the word that has been used far too much of late and has absolutely no meaning whatsoever now? It's racism. You've used it for all the wrong reasons. Congratulations. It has no meaning whatsoever now, no significance. People are nuts. And I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Society has changed so much. People have changed a lot, and not for the better. It's gotten worse. And as a Christian, I know that this is going to happen. Doesn't mean I stop fighting. Doesn't mean I stop like speaking the truth. Just because it's gotten bad. Doesn't mean I stop calling out these hate preachers. No. I'll continue calling them out. And the thing is, what's actually really scary is they're the ones that are preaching hate and they want me dead. Make it make sense, right? Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care. You be blessed. Oh, by the way, real quick, I don't want them dead. I want them to live. I want them to live. I don't want them to take away the lives of someone else just because we have a difference of opinion. So I'd say that. You guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.